Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the second day of this Forgiveness, a Key to Freedom Tele Summit. I'm glad you are here. So, as we open the session today, I would just be doing it with a little bit of centering as usual, for which I just call upon you to sit comfortably, close your eyes, gently taking in a few deep breaths. As you breathe in relaxation, and as you breathe out, let go of anything that has been bothering you, which may have occurred during the day, so that you are able to bring your attention here into this present moment. Gently breathing in, feel a wave of relaxation all the way from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Simply follow a beautiful prayer which Louise Hay herself has created, as I am privileged to read that out for you here. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface as it fills my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, and my entire being. And then this love radiates out from me in all directions, returning to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give the supply of this love, which is simply endless. This love makes me feel good and is an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, and therefore I take loving care of my body, and I lovingly feed it with nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it, dress it, nurture it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself, and therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs. In my home, I fill the rooms with the vibration of love, so that all those who enter, myself included, will feel this love and will be nourished by it. Because I love myself, I do the things that please me. It could either be a job, a profession, simply taking care of my home, my family, my loved ones, or anything else that I love to do. I truly enjoy doing it because it uses my creative talents and abilities working with and for the people who love me, and with the work that I do, I earn a good income and receive infinite love of my loved ones because I love myself. I love and behave in a loving way to all people, for I know that that which I give up comes back to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a reflection of my being. I love myself, and therefore I forgive and totally release the past and all the past experiences. I now choose to live in the now and experience each moment as good, and knowing that my future is bright, joyous, and secure, as I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe takes loving care of me now and forevermore. And so it is. Taking in a few more deep breaths. Whenever you feel ready, gently open your eyes and bring your awareness back into the present moment. So, welcome back, everyone. Anyone seeking to share something before we begin?
Just want to remind everyone.
Anyone willing to share their experience about the meditation? What were the emotions that were coming up? Something that you were feeling inside of you. You could just post it on the Telegram chat group. Yeah, Amrish, are we waiting for? Are we getting in responses?
We do have one from Sadhna. She says, felt peaceful and loving. I have a question, Prashant.
Yeah, Amrish.
What's the secret to your amazing, what do you call this, meditations? What is the secret to these amazing meditations? And they're just so calming, they're so soothing. Dr. Meeta Parekh says excellent, and I agree with her completely. What is the secret to all these excellent meditations?
First of all, I would say it's my intention to create the energies and the space which each one of us come here seeking something that they can take back with them. And this intention itself in us is so strong that we always create the kind of space for all of our participants, all of our clients. And that's how we open our sessions, Amrish. That's how we have been trained to do it. And a lot of this credit goes to Louise here again.
Oh, it's fantastic. I have, sorry about the background noise. I have attended a lot of calls with a lot of healers, and I signed up for a program. I did a program with you last year. I think it was a 6-day program or something like that, just middle of last year. And each of those sessions were absolutely beautiful. And again, today's experience has been fantastic. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Amrish.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Would anybody like to dig deeper, go deeper into? We have Sadhna who's raised her hand. We will come to you, Sadhna. So if anybody has any questions, you can either raise your hand here or you can put it up on the Telegram group and we will get you on call with Prashant. You can talk to him and see what opens up for you today. Let's begin with Sadhna. Send her a request to unmute herself. Sadhna, could you please unmute yourself? There you go.
I have. Am I audible?
Yeah, Sadhna, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you so much for a lovely session. I missed your session yesterday, but I could see the call replay. I have forwarded it to come 10 people, you know. It was so nice. Actually, everybody in these times are seeking love and harmony in their families, you know. I personally feel, you know, with so much of up and down of the pandemic. My question is genuinely that at times you are not wrong. At times you are not having anything for anyone, but the other person perceives you in a different way, you know, and in a behaves differently. Then what do you do?
Ma'am, something, Sadhna, yesterday also someone had just put forth the same question, but in a very different way. And to which my response was that, you know, why should someone else's responses, reactions bother you? Because everything else is just an opinion. When you know who you are, what space you come from, you know, we need to just let it pass. I know, I understand that initially it's very difficult for us to do that, but with practice, you know, we are able to master it. You come to a point where, you know, you'll just be undeterred with what anyone else has to say or do to you. You'll say, okay, that's okay too. Because see, you can't change anyone's perspective. At the most, you can give them a suggestion, you can advise them, or you can have a talk to them upfront stating that that's not acceptable to you. But what is the assurance that the person is going to look at it that way, the way you want to look at things?
True.
So the best thing is to accept the fact that the only person whom we can change is ourselves. And my Dr. Wayne Dyer, who's also one of my favorite teachers, whose books I have read in plenty, I always believe in one simple statement what he makes: change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. It's so simple and so profound.
We need to work on ourselves.
Change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. It's all a matter of choices what we make in life.
True. But sometimes it hurts.
It does hurt. I understand it does hurt, but then, you know, there's nothing we can do about it because someone else is inflicting that on us. But at a deeper level and for the space in our own being, what are we willing to do? That's what is called as inner work.
Right. I agree with you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming up.
Thank you for your questions, Sadhna. Is there anybody else? Anybody has any questions? Would anybody like to look at anything that you're dealing with? Any relationships, any people, any issues? Is it something that Prashant and I were talking about earlier today, and Prashant brought it up about forgiving oneself? You may not want to forgive somebody else, but do you want to forgive yourself?
Willing to forgive your own self is the best way to ask that question, Amrish. We spoke about it.
Yeah.
Just earlier during the day. Are you willing to forgive yourself? Forget about someone else.
I sure hope I am. But let's open it up to people on the call and let's see if anybody wants to take a look at that. Anybody?
Yeah, and that's what the flow of the entire call today is around. It's going to be around that itself. Probably, that was a very good thing that we thought about, accepting our own selves. This is going to be the theme today: forgiving ourselves and accepting ourselves for who we are.
So, Prashant, while we wait for people to respond, are there any instances, examples that you can share where you think
There is a very small narrative which I would just like to speak about, Amrish. Yesterday also someone, I guess it was Jasmine or whom I don't know, or some other lady just said this, and it was exactly what I had prepared for the flow of this event. Forgiveness is like medicine for the soul. Okay, so if we think about it and look at it like this, then whenever on a physical level we get injured or we are going through an ailment, we do everything that is possible to take care of our body. We give it all the necessary medications, or in case it's an external injury, then we go in for applying balms, ointments and all that, so that we are able to recuperate and become our best self physically, on a physical level, so that the wound is treated. But what do we do for our soul when it gets hurt, when it gets injured? Are we working around on that? And when that happens, the pain comes from some kind of an instance, what someone may have said or done to you. And then that's when forgiveness comes into play. And we need to understand that forgiveness is medicine for the soul. It's for your own inner spirit. Okay. And when we forgive someone who is the cause of the pain or the emotional agony which we go through, we give our heart a simple prescription to heal itself of the wound that has been caused, and thereby making our soul feel better, much lighter. And in the process, we are able to feel some joy and some happiness. This happiness, we need to understand, is for our own good, and for us to live a more happier and a joyous life. Because what happens when there is a lot of turmoil and churning happening inside, everything that is external to us also starts getting affected. It starts taking a toll on our relationships, on our work front, on our health. Everything gets out of alignment. So, being in a state of acceptance and being in a state of joy is extremely important. That's why we say, being in alignment of the mind, body and the spirit. That's how we define it in our world. So whenever we keep grief in our hearts, we are doing nothing, but we are giving our soul more and more pain. And what we need to do is we just need to do away with the agony, the pain that has been caused, get rid of the unwanted garbage of vengeance, which may even take up, it may go up to the extent where we seek to take revenge and become equal on people. And when this happens, all these emotions start rotting inside. And then eventually, what does our body do? It throws it out in the form of some kind of a disease and an ailment. Yeah. And also, what we need to understand is forgiveness and forgiving is for the forgiver, but not for the forgiven. Okay. It's the forgiver is forgiving someone for his own happiness, for being in a state of compassion, empathy, so that he is at ease with himself and with others as well. And as we say, joyous and a happy person is very magnetic. And when you appear magnetic and charismatic, that's what you attract. People see you very differently. You are vibrating very high. You appear very, what do you say? Charismatic is already something what I said. People tend to get naturally drawn towards you. You can see this because I have felt the difference. And how can you choose to be in the in the present moment is one question what we need to ask ourselves whenever we are in a state of grief. Know that it's all about you. It's all about you moving ahead in life. It's all about the choices that you can make in life, so that your heart can be filled with love and not resentment. Choose what your soul needs. You have choices of either choosing love or sadness, and so shall you receive. So Buddha has a very beautiful quote which I would just like to read out. Forgiving is a gift to, forgiving is my gift to you. Moving on and letting go is my gift to myself. And we humans are like mirrors, and we simply reflect each other. Why not choose to reflect love, joy, and happiness, so that all those whom we come in contact with take back the same from us? And so with this, I would just like to have a small exercise on how could we dissolve resentment in life. So if you all are ready, we can go ahead. Any questions, please come up so that I can just move further.
We do have a question. Actually, we have two questions. Tell me if you want to take them right now, or we can go through the exercise and then come back to these.
Yeah.
Humi is asking, and both the questions are from her.
Mhm.
Can one person in the family try to heal all ancestral issues, or each person in the family has to do it separately? So that's number one. Second question is, how do we raise our vibration? I still cannot understand it. Prashant.
Yeah. So as far as the ancestral healing needs to be done, each one has to do it individually, because everyone is on a different level on their personal relationship fronts. Okay, even there may be about 5-6 siblings in a family, but each one shares a different kind of a rapport, different kind of a relationship with their parents, with their siblings. So each one, it is best that they do the healing on an individual level. And as far as raising vibrations, there is a lot of content which is already available. Best thing is happy state. These two words is what I would like to say. Always increase your vibrations. And then you have so many other things which you could do. You could just spend time in nature. You could meditate. You could do things that you love, maybe listening to music, dancing, cooking, anything that makes your soul happy. That actually helps you increase your vibrations.
Right. That's a very simple and yet effective answer. Thank you. Thank you for that, Prashant. Humi, if you have a follow-up question or you need some more details, could you please put it up on the Telegram group, or we can bring you here live on call and we can chat with Prashant about that a little more. Shall we, until we hear from Humi, shall we look at that exercise?
Yeah, please.
All right. Awesome. Over to you, Prashant.
Okay, so this is an exercise called as dissolving resentment exercise, which was originally curated by Emmett Fox, a very well-known healer who has written many best-selling books as well. And this specifically applies to dissolve resentment, and this always works. Okay, so to do this exercise, we just need to again come back in a state of meditation, because we'll be visualizing something. Are you ready? Please don't go to sleep as I play some nice, soft and subtle music for you yet again. So once again, make yourself very comfortable. Bringing your entire focus onto your breath and coming into a state of relaxation. Simply close your eyes. Start focusing on your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Now that you're completely relaxed, for a moment, imagine you are sitting in a darkened theater, and in front of you is a stage. On that stage, for a moment, bring to your imagination the person you resent the most, and you have to do a lot of forgiveness around. It could be someone in the present, someone in the past, either living or dead. When you see this person clearly, no matter how you may have been treated by this person, for a moment, visualize good things happening to this person. Know that your true state is love, and that's what you radiate. Give him love, be very gentle with him, and say things that would be meaningful to him or her. See them smiling and feeling happy. Hold this image for a few moments. See yourself treating this person very gently and with love, a lot of compassion, and this person responding to you with a smile and happiness. And now, simply let it fade away. Let's imagine that the person is now leaving the stage, and as this person leaves the stage, see only yourself up there. Everything that you gave to that bad person, all the love, compassion, gentleness, and all those good things happening to you as well. See yourself smiling and happy as you receive all the love that you have been seeking, and know that infinite love and the abundance of the universe is always available to all of us. Know that this is just a tool which can help you dissolve the dark clouds of resentment which we carry within us most of the times. For now, to some of you, it may be difficult to do this exercise, and each time you do it, you may get a different person. Whenever you feel pain, experience anger towards someone, ask yourself, am I willing to be there in that theater, on that stage, with that person against whom I hold all the angst? Give him all the love and gentleness and receive it multiplied from the universe. If you are in the middle of having this or doing this exercise with someone, take a moment or so, and whenever you feel ready, gently open your eyes and come back into the present moment. Okay. Is everyone back?
Yes, we
Someone
have.
needs more time?
Sure, let's wait for a few seconds. We do have a question from Sadhna. What we give, we get back in many folds. Okay. Sorry, it's not a question, an observation, a comment. What we give, we get back in many folds. So true.
Yeah, whatever we give out comes back to us multiplied. Okay. Amrish, have we posted that a mirror would be required today also?
Have you posted what?
That they carry a mirror with them during the call, a handheld mirror.
Don't think we have, but
I can
I'm
see
sure.
someone giving a thumbs up. Probably it was communicated. In case they had, so just take a moment quickly, everyone on the call, to just take your mirrors, handheld mirrors, because we have a beautiful exercise coming up.
While we do that, Humi has a question. Can I do this exercise daily to get love, as I never experienced true love in my life?
Of course you can. That's what I said. You could use this as a tool. Whenever you feel any kind of turbulence happening inside of you, you could just put yourself up there on the stage. You could use it as a tool.
Dr. Meeta has put up some questions on the group. I'm going to check with her if she wants to come on the call and talk to you.
Yeah.
And put out those questions herself. Dr. Meeta, would you be okay to get on the call? I'm sending you a request to unmute yourself. If you would like to get on the call, please unmute yourself and let's hear from you.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Hi. You want me to put the video also on?
If you'd like
Yeah, it would be better. We would love to see you.
I'm not proper dressed. Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I've been following Louis' evening meditation since years together. I have these 3 questions which I already put on the chat, and I have also enrolled for your course. So
Thank you.
if you think these questions are not flowing with this course content, what we are going to go, then we'll do in the course, but whatever you said.
No problem.
So I'll ask now.
Yeah, you could just read out the questions one by one. If I'm able to take it on here itself, then I would do that for you.
Okay. First is that how do you on sensation level we come to know that we have actually truly forgiven that person? We do the process, we feel little relaxed, but again after a few days, again that person name comes, again that jealousy, anger pops up. So how do we? What is a time duration or something कि भाई वो completely उसको forgiven हो गया है?
It's a process. So
अच्छा.
the way I would like to understand is initially in the moment when this was done to you, and maybe a couple of days down the line, whenever this person you came confronted this person, what were your emotions? Just try to analyze on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very light, very good, and 10 being extreme anger, resentment. And then work is happening, your inner work of forgiveness is happening. And then again, the next time, after a certain duration of time, you come face to face with this person again. Then try to see what is your comfort level. What are your emotions trying to tell you? You should be seeing that with time you'll be much at ease when this person walks in front of you, stands around you, is there around you. That's a good way to find out. whether the
But
forgiveness is
it will be
happening.
always like a straight line graph, or it can be a sine wave also. Like sometime you feel less, then sometime again you feel more.
That depends upon the emotional turbulence which is happening inside of you, ma'am. Maybe it could be one particular instance where everything went against you, or maybe a couple of incidents which may have happened, which bring in more and more resentment. So,
Okay.
it's consistent work.
Acha. So
So just
depend on
don't,
how
yeah, don't be
deep
very harsh
person.
on yourself. Don't be very harsh on yourself. Don't have a binding of the time that I need to overcome this, say in the next 2 months, 3 months, I want to be free. No, that's not going to happen, and it's never going to happen.
Right, right,
Never going to happen. But instead, choose to be gentle with yourself first.
right. Second question I have, that I have been cheated for the money from many people and in terms of lakhs. So forgiving them helps to get back the money, or it has nothing to do with the finance thing.
Forgiveness helps, and also gratitude will help you. Do
Acha.
some gratitude rituals, send out some love, send out gratitude to those people who have cheated you. That's
So
how
thank
you
you for
said. Yeah. So now the gratitude
the
has to go out, not in the form of something which is very disabling or harsh. Okay, it has to be very gentle. Say you could simply send out gratitude. Thank you for teaching me the lessons.
Acha.
I now choose to honor myself by not
Hmm.
making myself vulnerable to the same things happening in my life again. Keep sending gratitude, because that person has taught you a lesson. So focus more on the lessons you have learned, not on what was done.
So actually, I have to communicate with that person using the
Yeah,
statement.
visualize. You can visualize and have a dialogue with that person.
Okay, okay, fine. And third thing, my brother has done suicide and somebody says it is murder. After that, as of today, it is 10 years backstory. As of today, also, my mother is 83-year-old and we stay together. She screams at night on his name, and then she tries to prepare some food and all that thing. So in this case, how do I help my mother to come out of this trauma?
Come again. I just couldn't get it. If you could just elaborate about this a little bit
Yeah,
more.
my brother, he was IIT engineer. He, according to us, he has done suicide before 10 years.
Okay.
And some people are telling that it's murder, some spiritual people. So I don't know what it is. But as of today, also, it is 10 years backstory. I'm staying with my mother. She's 83-year-old. And
Mm-hmm.
many times in the night, she screams on his name. And then she'll say कि उसको भूख लगा है मेरे को खिचड़ी बनाने का, and then she'll take out some vessel and mix dal chawal and all that thing, and then it becomes very restless. So
Okay.
how this
So, so,
forgiving?
so, so it's not actually forgiving, but this is something which I had read in a book some long time back, where when we see these kind of dreams or these kind of traumas keep happening, it would be
Hmm.
best to just hold a photo of it and ask your mom to talk to him every day night before she goes to sleep.
Oh, okay, fine.
Probably when she goes to sleep, that could be the last thing in her mind, that maybe I didn't give him the food, maybe I didn't cook khichdi for him and feed him. So,
Hmm.
that's coming up again and again. So it would be very nice if she can just hold the photograph of your
Okay.
brother, talk to him, whatever she wants to say, and then go to
Because at
sleep in a peaceful
midnight
state.
she's okay. I'll start from today. She screams in the midnight, and then it's very disturbing. So
So maybe you could try this.
okay,
That's
thanks,
how we
thanks a lot.
communicate to souls.
Right, right. Thank you so much.
Well,
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Parekh. Um, do we have anybody else who has a question, or do we move on to the exercise of the mirror? I'm sure everybody's ready with a mirror now. Prashant, shall we go through the exercise and then we'll come back and see if there
no
are
questions. If no questions, then we can do the exercise first,
Right,
because
let's go ahead. I'm excited.
okay. Just allow me a moment. So once again, pick up your mirrors. hold them in your hand. As I said earlier, mirror work is a very powerful tool which helps you overcome anything, any kind of discomfort that you may be going through, anything that you wished you would have communicated to someone, doing self-talk, and in many other ways. In this moment, hold your mirror and look into your own eyes. Take a deep breath and exhale. Breathe deeply once again if you wish to, so that you feel grounded and relaxed. Now, breathe in at your normal pace. Continue looking into your own eyes. And say to yourself, I love you. I really, really love you. Once more. I love you. And this time, add your name. I love you. I really, really love you. Notice how you feel. What are your emotions trying to tell you? Are you comfortable saying I love you to yourself? Resist the temptation, if any, to look away from your own eyes. Stay with it. Notice what you think and feel for yourself. Were you comfortable saying I love you? Did you criticize yourself? Just notice what's happening inside you. Now, in your own mind, finish the sentence. I could love you more if. After the if, add something else that you feel that would make you love yourself more. I could love you more if. Whatever comes up, repeat the sentence, I could love you more if. What comes up? Still looking into your eyes. Say to yourself, No more ifs. I am willing to love you just the way you are, knowing that you are perfect. I am willing to love you just the way you are. And now, say to yourself once more silently, I love you. I really love you. And simply observe, is there any part of you that doesn't believe it? If it is too difficult initially, say to yourself, I am willing to love you just the way you are. I am willing to love you just the way you are. Let all those feelings of discomfort surface and just pass through as you continue looking into your own eyes. Having said I love you to ourselves, know that there is always a good amount of forgiveness of our own self we need to do. For a moment, gently putting aside your mirrors and quickly taking your journals, write the following sentence 3 times. I forgive myself for. I forgive myself for. I forgive myself for. I forgive myself for. Now that you have the awareness about the various aspects you are seeking to forgive yourself for, just be willing to be gentle and accepting of all those parts of you which you feel are imperfect or could have been better. Once more, taking your mirrors in your hand, once more looking into your own eyes, repeat the affirmations I would now be reading out for you. Taking your mirrors in your hand, looking into your eyes, say to yourself, I am enough and I love myself unconditionally. I am enough and I love myself unconditionally. I am at peace in my body and I feel great in my skin. I express myself freely and confidently. I love, accept, and approve of myself exactly as I am. I am the perfect weight and shape for me. I am grateful to my inner critic for trying to keep me safe. I am mindful of what my inner critic is saying to me and how I choose to feel. I am choosing self-compassion day by day. Each day, in every way, I get healthier, stronger, and more energetic. I am made to move easily and be physically active, living with ease and grace. As I get older, I become stronger, smarter, and more productive. As I keep growing and expanding. My wrinkles are a beautiful sign of me living abundantly, loving myself, and accepting my age graciously. I love my well-lived-in body and the body fat in me has a purpose, and my body easily releases any excess fat that no longer serves a purpose. My body is a masterpiece, and I love and accept myself unconditionally because I am unique. I am highly pleasing in the eyes of myself and that of others. I nurture my body. I eat healthy, organic, pure food, providing energy and fuel for my body, mind, and soul. I allow myself to feel vibrant, healthy, abundant, and safe with all my needs met in advance and with ease. I am good enough and beautiful just the way I am. I am joyfully creating a new relationship with my own inner critic. I am at peace. And so it is. Whenever you feel ready, gently open your eyes and bring your awareness back into the present moment. Yes, Amrish, any questions coming up with someone willing to share what their experience was like? What came up for them when they were saying, I love you, I really love you in the mirror?
That was beautiful, Prashant. I'm going to hold on to my feedback, but let's check the people. Would everyone like to share how they felt? Any questions, any difficulties in going through the exercise?
A few of you may have even felt resistance, and trust me, that's absolutely okay. With practice, you'll be very, very, very comfortable doing this.
Dr. Parekh, Dr. Meeta Parekh says tears are rolling and myself says you're not worth love.
I too had wept when I did this exercise for the very first time. I could see tears rolling out of my eyes because never had I ever said to myself that I love you. We always spend a lot of time grooming ourselves, but never the intention is different, completely different. But when you sit with the mirror and do a lot of self-talk, a lot many things start shifting.
Right. So is it recommended that Dr. Parekh does this a few times over the next few days?
Yeah. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once at night. The way she prescribes medicines, let me prescribe this to her as well. It's a wonderful antidote.
Monica, Jen.
In fact, Louis says the first thing what you need to do as soon as you get up from the bed is go up to the mirror even before you brush your teeth and say to yourself, I love you, let's rock today. And then start. You're raising your own vibrations very high and it works.
It sounds amazing. It sounds very inspiring.
Yeah.
I love you. Let's rock today.
Yeah, let's rock today.
That. Let's rock today. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning. I don't think I should say it tonight, right? I shouldn't say it before going to bed.
No. First thing in the morning. That's what I said.
Got it. I do want a nice sleep. I don't want to rock. Yeah.
Peaceful sleep rather. And I'm sure the next meditation with which we are going to close, and I'm going to leave each one of you in that special space. Your evening is going to be simply amazing because this is a meditation which Louise herself had created, and we were given shared this in our trainings. So I use it a lot in my coaching sessions. So I thought deliberately set an intent that let me share this with you because it specifically relates to forgiveness. So if we have no questions, then probably now that you have 2 or 3 beautiful tools again, which I have taught you today, I think we can move towards the closure of the session.
We do have one question. We have feedback. We have one person sharing feedback. Monica Jain says tears were rolling down her eyes in her case too when I seek for forgiveness from herself for not loving herself. That was Monica Jain. We have a question from Archana. Why is it so difficult for us to love ourselves? We love so many people and do so much for others, but neglect ourselves.
So Archana, it all starts with self-love. Now just change the equation from today. Now that you have got to a point of awareness, start doing things back and forth, not forth and back. Come back to yourself first. Love yourself, approve of yourself. And then you see all your relationships also start shifting. Why we find it difficult? The first part of the question, what you asked, why do we find it so difficult to love ourselves, is always we are in a space of self-criticism. We never approve of ourselves. We always wish that we were better and better and better, and probably we lose a lifetime. But we are perfect.
Let's bring Samina Nayak on. I think she has a question.
Yeah, good evening. I have been a follower of Louise Hay for the last 24 years. I learned this very, very long ago. And
what is it that I can learn from you today and take back?
yes, because I'm a counselor and I always give, a set of affirmations depending on what they lack and what they need, want, right? And that 3 times you said we have done, but I myself, have very rarely looked at myself in the mirror. Very, very rarely. But today, because I've been working for last 2 years with a lot of healers, I think I've come to a new place, and I'm very happy to be here today because it has ratified my efforts. And I could look at myself, I love and approve of myself and accept myself exactly as I am. This is what I used to tell everybody. And then if you get these thoughts, but I get angry very easily, or this thing, you put it in this thing which you are letting go, So, and then you replace it with every time I get angry, I will think of a happy, time and things like that. And you just start smiling. And today I found myself smiling, which I very, very rarely do. And I thank you for that.
You
To
have a
bringing,
beautiful smile. We would suggest that you smile as often as you can.
yeah. But thank you for bringing me
It's all
back.
about being self-accepting no matter where we are in this
Yeah.
point of time and space.
And that I am enough, like
I am
I live
enough.
alone now, and it has been difficult, but I realize I've done it, because somebody just, I was walking with somebody and she said, I admire you, you live alone and you manage everything so well. And, and then I thought, yeah, I mean, I'm okay, I'm okay. Why am I worrying? But we do need somebody to ratify, at times we can't manage it alone. That's what I feel. No? And when you get hints like this, I mean, I just listened to you today, and it all came back.
So here I would just like to add on, we play dual parts, roles rather, I would say. We can be our own best inner critic and our worst own inner critic.
Absolutely,
So why not
absolutely.
be the best one?
Best one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
that.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Samina ji. Thank you for sharing. And by the way, you're more than enough. You're not just enough, you are more than.
Yeah, and Amrish, I think we can share the affirmations what I just read out as a giveaway on the group later.
Yeah.
Today.
Thank you so much, Prashant. Yeah. Thanks so much.
Okay. Any more questions?
None on the group. I think we're ready for the last piece of exercise.
Closure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's going to take some time, so just be very comfortable. If you want to stretch and then come back sitting comfortably, please choose to do so now. Are we good to begin?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Once more, making yourself comfortable and bringing your focus onto your breath. For a moment, let's do something differently. Imagine that you are walking down a valley, going down is always symbolic of going into a subconscious mind to do the clearing work. As you descend into this valley, you notice with delight how very beautiful it is. Lush and green, flowers everywhere, birds and butterflies flying, trees, and just adjacent to the trees is a gentle stream of water which is flowing. Imagine you are walking down the bank of this stream and you are able to find a very comfortable space for yourself to sit down on the bank of this stream. Settle down and simply relax. Surrounded by nature, it is so peaceful and safe here. It is a wonderful place for letting go and for forgiving. Ask yourself, what is the hardest thing to forgive? Ask yourself, what is the hardest thing to forgive? Remember the pain which that incident or any individual had caused to you. Where are you carrying it in your body? How long have you been carrying this pain? In this very safe space where there is no one around, allow yourself to let go of this pain and imagine taking out this pain from your body and holding it in your hands. Look at it from every angle. How big is it? What color is it? Does it have a sound, a smell, or any other physical attribute? Do you really want to keep it any longer with you? Or are you willing to let it go now? With the willingness to let it go, gently place it in the stream. Observe the water currents, dissolve it, and take it away. All that hurt and suffering is being dispersed, made harmless as it dissipates and drifts away. Feel the water flowing against your hand, washing them clean. Notice how glad you are to have released that old junk. Now, take another incident, really relive it, feel the pain, and once more feel the hurt. Take a breath and step back in your mind and look at the incident from the other person's point of view. Does it look the same from the other person's point of view? And now, take another breath and look at the same situation from an observer's point of view. Imagine someone who is watching both of you and is totally objective. Is that also another point of view? Over time, you look at the experience from a different angle and you get a different reaction. Who is right and who's wrong? Is anyone really right or wrong? Now, take the whole incident involving the other party, you, the incident, and the observer, and let them all gently submerge into the stream, dissolving and disappearing. Let it go. Let it go until it is gone from sight and from your emotional grasp. Give yourself a moment of peace on the bank of the stream. Gently lay back against the grass and breathe. Ask yourself, who is the hardest person to forgive and why? If you really wanted to forgive this person, you know you could. Then why? And what is it you want to hold on to? Would you rather be right or choose to be happy? Perhaps you have held this pain long enough and now it is safe enough for you to let it go. What would you be willing to give in return for releasing this negativity? Could you replace understanding for abandonment? Could you give compassion for the old abuse and betrayal? Could you give acceptance for rejection? Could you just forgive and let go? Are you willing to change your old beliefs of I am worth abusing or being abusive to I am worth cherishing? How willing are you to give up these old ideas for a new freedom that forgiveness can bring you? Once again, release all of this pain. Drop all of this bitterness into the stream. Let the person or the incident go. Release them. Set them free. Say to them, I forgive you. I forgive you for not being the way I wanted you to be. I forgive you and I set you free. Let the whole experience go. Wash yourself free of every vestige of the past. See blocks and those barriers drifting down the stream. Watch them go. They have no part of you anymore, as you are now cleansed and you are free. What do you need to forgive yourself for? There is no need to keep punishing yourself. You were doing the best you could at that time with the understanding, the knowledge, and the awareness you had. Forgive yourself and set yourself free. Taking a moment, go through your mind and find any other places where unforgiveness still resides. Take each incident or person and hold them in your hands. Look at them and decide for yourself if you are willing to be totally free now. Say, I forgive you and I set you free. I forgive you and I set myself free. Now place each one in the river and see them dissolve as they drift down the stream. Let it all go. Forgive and release. Now, imagine that you stand up and step into the stream yourself. As you totally immerse yourself for a moment, stand up in the river and declare for yourself, opening your hands wide open, I am forgiven. I am forgiven. I am now free. Your mind, your heart, your whole body are being cleansed of all negative debris. All the unwanted weight has just been taken away. You can see it floating and dissipating downstream, never to return. This sight brings you a lot of relief and joy. Now come back to the river bank, feeling light and free. The sunshine looks much brighter and dries you instantly. The colors and the sounds are more vivid. The world appears more beautiful, and you now know you are entitled to miracles. What miracle would you like now in your life? See this miracle clearly in your mind. Something wonderful you would like to have happen in your life. Know that it is all possible. Now you are ready to walk out of the valley. And as you start walking back, you have left all the old patterns behind, feeling the space open up in your heart, feeling more love beginning to flow, and fill your heart with infinite love. There is nothing to stop it now. You feel so peaceful, so released, so alive, so much at ease, so willing to love, give love, and receive love. You are so very free. You have forgiven. You have been forgiven. And now, life looks beautiful. You know that all is well in your world, and so it is. Very gently open your eyes and bring your awareness back into the present moment. Is everyone up?
That was really nice, Prashant. That was fantastic. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Prashant.
Welcome. This work itself is fantastic and beautiful, Amrish.
Yes, and I'm excited for more of it because I have signed up for your program. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more interesting stuff.
Yeah. This was not on the agenda, actually. I deliberately put it on the call because I know this will take about 20 minutes, but fine, it's absolutely okay. I wanted each one of you to be in that space. So probably now that everyone is there in that space.
All right, thanks. Thank you, Prashant. I think we are going to, if there are no questions, I think we are going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
There are a few people typing in, so let's see if there are, excuse me, if there are any questions. We've got a few thank yous and some comments come in. Excuse me. Prashant, you would be sharing the affirmations on the,
Yeah.
group. All right, cool. So if there are no more questions, we will sign off today. And we'd love people to stay in that zone.
Yeah.
Experience. So thank you, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Amrish, for being on the call today.
Thank you very much, Prashant.
Okay. God bless you all. Thank you.